Hi folks, welcome back. Thank you for watching. Please do hit subscribe if you haven't done so yet. It really does help when you do that. So today folks, we're going to be comparing two fantastic sets of Telecaster pickups. Now this here is my Ron Kirn Barnbuster, my favourite T-style guitar I've ever played. Now when I bought this guitar second hand, these are the pickups it had in it, the Bill Lawrence-made Micro Coils. Now these are very differently designed and made to traditional Telecaster pickups. The neck pickup is absolutely massive and the bridge pickup is very, very thin, hence the name Micro Coil, and kind of jacked up on, I think it's a neodymium bar magnet. So very, very different to what you would associate with Telecaster pickups. But they sound absolutely fantastic, and I've really been enjoying them in the time that I've owned this guitar. But to be honest, the main reason I was looking for a top shelf T-style guitar in the first place was because I got on the waiting list for a set of Don Mare pickups. Now if you know anything about Telecaster pickups and the best of the best of the best, you will have come across Don. He's an absolute legend in Telecaster pickup winding circles. And I was quoted 4 to 6 months for the set of pickups. It's been nearly a year, but they arrived yesterday finally, and I've just put them into the Barnbuster. Now, I wanted to make this video today mainly for my own curiosity, because I want to see how some of the finest hand-wound traditional Telecaster pickups you can actually get hold of compare to the Micro Coils, because as I said, the design is very different, and I wanted to see just how different they actually sound in this guitar. Because as I said, I've really been enjoying the Micro Coils, but to me, there's a couple of things about the frequencies that these pickups push that they're almost there. They sound fantastic, but to me, they're lacking a little bit of that traditional, stereotypical Telecaster twang in the kind of upper mid-range, and these have a really kind of glassy top end to them. They're very Strat-like, I suppose. There's a real sort of brilliance or presence, I suppose, which with clean sounds is lovely. But as soon as I put this guitar into a Gainy amp, the top end of the Micro Coils has been a little bit too much, and I've been forever winding down the tone control trying to sort of tame that, and it's been bugging me a little bit. So they're wonderful pickups, but I want to see exactly how they compare to the Don Mares today. So I've just shot the footage with the Micro Coils and I've put the Don Mares into the Barnbuster, and I'm now going to shoot the second half of the footage, stitch it all together and see exactly how some traditional Telecaster pickups differ or are similar to the old Bill Lawrence Micro Coils. So without further ado folks, here we go. So there we are, folks. Now please do comment underneath, let me know which set of pickups was your favourite in this guitar today and why. I love chatting nerdy guitar stuff with you folks down in the comment section. Now, comparing these Don Mares to the Micro Coils, they are very, very close overall, aren't they? Considering these Micro Coils are very differently built with neo magnets and all that sort of stuff, they sound very, very close indeed to some of the finest Telecaster pickups money can buy. But that said, the slight differences in these Don Mares are exactly what I was hoping they would achieve, because I really liked the sound of this guitar overall with the Micro Coils in, but these pickups have now given me a little bit more of that kind of stereotypical Telecaster twang, and they've just tamed that kind of sizzly, abrasive top end just enough to sound right. But as well as that, I think these Don Mares have a slightly lower output than the Micro Coils. I'm going to put the exact DC readings on screen now, which isn't output, it's just an indication of how much copper is around the magnets, but usually a lower DC tends to equate to a lower output too. And the Don Mares are slightly lower in terms of DC. And I also think the Don Mares, they are tighter in the low end. The Micro Coils sound a little bit kind of thick and boxy in comparison. They're kind of 25% more PAF-like, I suppose, in that sense. They have that kind of thickness that kind of screams humbucker to me. But overall, they are very, very close. Personally, I prefer the Don Mares. Part of that is because they're very expensive and I bought them, but also because they're just sort of giving me more of what I associate with classic Tele tone. But that said, whenever I review or compare things on this channel, I always do my best to take things like money, availability, and general snob factor out of it. But just for a second, let's put that stuff back in. Because these Don Mare pickups, I was quoted, I think, 4 to 6 months wait time for them. They took almost a year to get here. And I don't think Don's even taking kind of custom orders anymore. He's working through his backlog and then he's just going to make a few sets and sell them on Reverb, and they'll probably sell out in 10 seconds. So they're very, very hard to come by, at least now. And they also cost, I think it was $350, including shipping over from the States. So they're very expensive and pretty rare and hard to get hold of. Now, Bill Lawrence has sadly passed away now, but I think his wife and daughter still make these Micro Coil pickups under the name Wilde Pickups, I think. And you can go onto their website and you can buy a set of these today for little over $100 for the set. So they're very, very differently made to standard Tele pickups. Compared to something like the Don Mares, they're 30% of the price. But overall, they sound very, very close. So for the money, you really cannot beat these Micro Coils. They are fantastic pickups. I think these are 5% more Tele-like, but for the money and the availability, you really cannot go wrong with the Micro Coils. So if you're in the market for a set of pickups around the kind of $1 to $150 mark, I would absolutely give the Wilde Micro Coils a look, because they sound absolutely killer for the money. But those are just my thoughts, folks. Please do let me know yours underneath. I love getting your thoughts and opinions on all this sort of stuff. So thank you for watching. I hope this video was interesting and useful for you. Please do carry on subscribing. I know I always say it, but it makes a big difference when you hit subscribe. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.